We belong dead. My favorite lines. Oh, we watched The Bride of Frankenstein. Or just Bride of Frankenstein.
Bride of.
Yeah. Like Bride of Reanimator.
Right.
This is a Universal monster classic.
Yep. 1935, I think it said.
30. Yeah, I guess it came out in 35. I was looking at the IMDb, like, trivia stuff, and they filmed it in, like, it was weird because, like, they were promoting the movie in 33.
Yeah. But
they filmed the movie in 34.
Huh.
And then they must have released it in 35. So they were promoting the movie that didn't exist yet.
Nice.
Lots of cool trivia, little like nuggets of trivia in this movie. Maybe I'll throw some out there while we talk about it. But what'd you think? This is the first time you've seen it?
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen it. I liked it. Yeah. It was more, I guess, campy and humorous than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, it's fun.
But it seemed almost intentionally so in some places.
Yeah,
and so, like, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah.
I was expecting kind of, if it was going to be campy and funny, to be just kind of
ironic.
Or just because of it not aging well or something like that. But, I really liked it.
The director, James Whale, there's a trivia fact. I'm all full of trivia knowledge for this one. He had complete artistic license in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he directed the first one as well, the original Frankenstein classic. And the only reason he had artistic freedom to do whatever he wanted in this movie is because the head of the studio was on vacation.
Nice.
They filmed it. So there's nobody around to, like, step in.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So you can't do that. Which is kind of weird because after the fact, like, they filmed it just kind of whatever, he had total reign, and they shot it, they ended up re-editing the hell out of that movie. It used to be a lot longer, and one of the little nuggets I looked up was that they originally had 21 deaths in it. They shaved that down to 10, so svelte 10. Which is kind of funny. So I really want to see the original because they screened it for test audiences, which is something I didn't realize they did back in the day. Yeah. But apparently it's been a Hollywood thing for a long, long time. But they test screened it, and people were just, I guess, bewildered. Is the way they put it in the trivia by what they saw, and so they went back to the drawing board and cut over 15 minutes out of the whole movie. So I don't know if that. I had to look that up. I don't know if that cut still exists somewhere. I doubt it.
I doubt it. Yeah.
But man, imagine if you had your hands on that thing, it'd be lots of money. Yeah, it is funny. It is really funny. Like, one of the other nuggets I saw was that he was
laughing.
The director was, like, berated by a regular audience goer for laughing during the movie that he made. So it's obvious it's supposed to be tongue in cheek. Which you get kind of right away, I think, at the beginning with the prologue when it's Barry and Percy Shelley and Lord Byron in the castle on a stormy night. It's like part 2. So I mean, that was really corny. That was a really kind of cornballish.
Yeah,
but it's a movie about making a bride for an undead person. So just like Bride of Reanimator is corny. So it was the original. What else do you want to talk about?
There's something else I just thought of, and now I can't remember. But
I love the way this movie's shot.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Movie.
There's just, and this might tie into like favorite scenes stuff, but like there's just so many like iconic images.
Oh yeah,
and just,
I think there's more iconic images in this movie than in Frankenstein.
I think so too, because I've actually never seen Frankenstein either. And so much of, like, my perception of what those original, like, Frankenstein movies were are like images from this. And so
movie,
it's, it's like
most of the tropes that you see in just just mainstream, you know, you see them everywhere. Halloween time, you know, like the crazy people making the laboratory for scenes and stuff. Either it's a parody in a TV show or just a commercial. You see, they're so embedded in American culture, and it's really kind of surreal to go back and see where this all came from. But really super well done. The sets are amazing. Yeah. It's such a cool movie. Just being so early, it's astounding. Really, some of the things that they did in this movie were pretty incredible. For the time and for now, honestly, because you don't see a lot of creativity nowadays. Sadly, few and far between. But that's why it's a classic, and that's why it's hung around for 80 years now?
Yeah,
so,
almost.
You could build a whole website just around.
I'm sure somebody has
these classic Universal movies. Another trivia note: the Bride of Frankenstein, the actress is Mary Shelley from the beginning.
Oh,
of
really?
the movie. Yeah. So it was
kind of paying that much attention.
Yeah, well, I don't think because I don't think you get it by looking at it. I knew that just from looking at the IMDb stuff, but it's that's the reason why she's billed as question mark. It's supposed to be like this mystery, and it's you have to figure out the puzzle, but it's just Mary Shelley as the bride. And I guess she modeled her performance off of off of Mean Geese or Swan. So I guess there's her. She said she used to go to Central Park a lot, and they had Swan, or somewhere in New York, they had Swan, and they said they're terrible beasts, and so she modeled performance after Jerk Swan. Which I understand, because I don't know about Swan, but geese are jerks. Yeah. I hate geese. Favorite scenes, I guess.
Favorite scenes?
Yeah.
Mine's actually, wouldn't actually be qualified as one scene per se, but it's...
We've cheated.
We'll say it, my favorite montage, my favorite sequence of cuts and scenes is pretty much the entire ending. Well, not the entire ending. The entire... Which I guess is interesting because it was kind of my favorite scene in Bride of Reanimator.
Same thing. It's same ending. Kind of like it's a weird...
But it's that...
Crap hitting the fan, stuff going on.
The entire of them constructing her and giving her life, from the minute they start doing the heartbeat, because from that moment until pretty much almost the end of the movie, that drum beat is there.
Yeah.
Like it gets drowned out by the storms and all the other the science noise of the laboratory, but if you listen to her, it's still there underneath, and what's really, when they bring her down from up on high, it's beating really, really fast, and as she lowers, it starts slowing back to her. And I just it was just
really cool.
Amazing to me. It was just so cool because it's almost like you stop hearing it and then it's there again, and it's just but it's there all the time. You're getting drawn in by other things, but it's just that constant kind of beat. But then it speeds up, and I just
it's alive.
Yeah,
alive. That is a cool scene. My favorite scene in the movie is pretty easy for me. It's the jar scene.
Yeah.
With the little people in the jars, because damn, that is impressive for the 1930s.
That's impressive for now.
Yeah, that's impressive
because for now, they would do it
do CGI.
CGI, and it would look like garbage.
It would look like CGI.
Yeah.
Almost seamless the way they pulled that off. And not only technically just amazing, it's a really funny scene. It's so cheesy. And if you didn't realize that the movie's sort of a comedy up to that point, that's when you know it's a comedy. The sound effects and the fact that it exists is really funny. I know.
Sound like Beaker.
All I could think of was Willy Wonka.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking of too, with the
Mike TV. Yeah, that's all I could think of. But that scene is it's so neat. It's so cool, and Go see this movie, guys. Yeah. It's a class. It's a horror classic, and for good reason.
Again, not streaming on Netflix anymore, which we didn't know. But
Netflix is screwing us over this year. Oh my god! Yeah. So many of our movies had been on there right when we made our lists, and
2 days later, we're gone.
Exactly. When it comes time to actually watch them, they're not there anymore. Yeah. So we had to watch this on Vudu, and you had to pay money like suckers. But you can find this movie pretty much anywhere. Just on Netflix or Amazon, apparently.
Or Hulu.
Yeah. Well, let's watch another classic, Brandon.
Okie dokie.
The Blob.
Wait
a minute, though. This just in. It's not the original The Blob.
Actually, that's not just in, I don't think. I think you mentioned that in another video once.
Did I?
Or maybe on the podcast. I don't remember. Yeah, I think you mentioned it on the podcast when we were talking about the list.
All right. Well, it's not the 50s, The Blob. It is the 1980s, The Blob. Why? Just cause.
Because it's the 80s.
Because it's the 80s, and 80s horror movies are rad.
Except for
976 Evil.
And Night of the Comet.
We're getting lots of hate mail for that one. So we're going to watch The Blob. This is on Crackle.com for free. So you just go there and watch it. So that's nice. And I did check it just a minute ago. So it's still there as of right now. Whether it's there tomorrow or not, who knows? It should be though. So we're going to watch The Blob tomorrow. And I'm excited.
All right.
That's all I got. See you later, guys. Go watch Bride of Frankenstein.
Bye.